Fallout 3 Remaster is not what we should be expecting from the upcoming Fallout day, despite the massive surge in hype. Bethesda's own announcement has all but confirmed this, stating plainly to expect news only on existing Fallout games. But the real story, the one hiding behind the rampant fan speculation, is what is coming. We're looking at a massive and potentially franchise-altering update for Fallout 4 that could completely overhaul its future, alongside a major, star-studded alignment for Fallout 76 that confirms the new direction for the entire Fallout universe. This isn't about kind of what we want to be announced, it's about what's actually going on, and it's a much more complex picture. Bethesda announces Fallout Day 2025, streaming on October 23rd. In that announcement, they very carefully tempered expectations, highlighting the latest news about our existing Fallout games. This immediately fueled speculation about what existing means, with most fans pointing to a Fallout 3 remaster, especially since the GOTY edition was just re-added to Game Pass. And most importantly, the most reliable leaker on this, Nath the Hate, has stepped in to clarify. He's reiterated that while the Fallout 3 remaster is planned, it's still a while away, and he doesn't even expect it to be mentioned at this event because it's just too far out. So, let's analyze what's really going on, because this says everything about Xbox's new strategy for Fallout. The reason everyone wants a Fallout 3 remaster right now is obvious. The Fallout TV show. Its success was so astronomical that it caught even Bethesda and Xbox completely off guard. They had no idea the player bump would be this big. Now, they know. With Season 2 already deep in production, the corporate pressure is on to have more content, more games, more Fallout to sell to this new, massive audience. Past leaks have already confirmed Xbox leadership wants Fallout games out faster, and a Fallout 3 remaster is the most logical, relatively easy project to speed up. But speeding up in game development doesn't mean it's on the way this year. That's just not how it works. This all concurs exactly with that notorious leakage of the roadmap of Bethesda that had leaked out some time ago. That document, which has so far been scarily accurate, listing correctly the Xbox release of Ghostwire Tokyo, the existence of Hi-Fi Rush, and the Oblivion remaster, had the Fallout 3 remaster scheduled for 2 years after the Oblivion remaster. That puts its earliest release date at 2026, or more likely 2027. No, then we are not going to see it this year. It's just not ready. However, we should dive into the meaning of an even such concept as a remaster in this context, since that is where the expectations of the fans and the business reality meet. Is it a lazy port with upscaled resolutions, like so many we've seen? Or is it the full remake treatment in the Fallout 4 engine, which is what the community actually wants and what modders are already building with the Capital Wasteland project? Given the state of the industry and the backlash other companies have received for low-effort remasters, a simple port would get them crucified. A full remake, however, takes years. This is the development reality. So, the leak from Nath the Hate that it's planned but a while away makes perfect sense. They're likely doing it right, which takes time. This creates a massive content gap. How does Bethesda capitalize on the Fallout mania right now? The answer is staring us in the face, right in that existing games line. The entire focus must be on Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. Let's start with Fallout 4, because this is the real complex story. This year is the 10-year anniversary of Fallout 4. That is a huge marketing beat. I reported about 2 months ago from multiple sources that a new significant update was in the works. Since then, the Fallout 4 Steam DB has seen near daily activity, which is a clear indicator that files are actively being modified and tested. What I've heard is that this update is Creations, which is of course the new unified brand for paid mods, just like what they rolled out for Starfield and Skyrim. The rollout for Starfield and Skyrim was, to put it mildly, controversial. The community was split, with many seeing it as a cash grab. This context is critical because it means Bethesda knows they can't just launch a paid mod storefront for a 10-year-old game and call it a day. day, the backlash would be immense. Here is where you must join the dots. Do you remember Skyrim Anniversary Edition? It was not only the introduction of a new paid mod system, it was a brilliant move. It was a package that contained a colossal sum of old Creation Club materials, high-quality mods that Bethesda had already bought and commissioned, and provided it to players as a package. The same case is with Fallout 4. Its final official Creation Club content was released in 2019, although mod authors enrolled in such a program went on creating content until at least 2021, which was shelved and not released. It is about new weapons, new armor, maybe even minor quests, all just lying there on a hard drive at Bethesda. The implication is crystal clear. We are almost certainly getting a Fallout 3 Anniversary Edition announced at Fallout Day. This will likely be a two-part punch: the launch of the new Creations platform for mod authors to sell their own new content, and a free update for everyone that bundles in all of that unreleased official Creation Club content as a thank you for 10 years. This is the only way they can launch paid mods without the entire community turning on them. But this is the part that has the entire community holding its breath. This update cannot just be a storefront. It has to be a mea culpa for the last update. That next-gen update from earlier this year was a technical disaster. On PC, it shattered the Fallout 4 script extender, the backbone of the entire modding scene, forcing mod authors to scramble for months. On consoles, it introduced new performance stutters and bugs that still haven't been fixed. This new anniversary update must fix what the last update broke. If it's just a new way to sell mods built on top of a broken foundation, it will be an unmitigated disaster. And this leads to the white whale of the Fallout 4 console community, the 2 GB amount of mod storage. This limit is a relic. It is a technical remnant of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 of the 2015 era, which were significantly weaker. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are capable of exponentially more. It is an artificial cap, which Bethesda has not maintained itself in raising. Should this Anniversary Edition be released with all this new stuff and with the same 2 GB limit, it will be viewed as an insult. It is not a 10-year anniversary update, but the final opportunity of Bethesda to fix the technical side of Fallout 4 to fit the modern times. Now, let's talk about Fallout 76. This one is less speculation and more of a confirmation of the new grand strategy. We know the Burning Springs update is coming. It's the largest map expansion 76 has ever received. But the real story here is the involvement of Walton Goggins, reprising his role as the Ghoul. This isn't just a fun cameo. This is a top-tier, A-list Hollywood actor doing new voice work for a 7-year-old live service game. This signals that the Fallout 76 dev team now has a massive, A-list Hollywood-level budget and a direct line to the show's production. This is unprecedented for 76. Is it possible we'll see Cooper Howard's pre-war story, or just his Ghoul persona interacting in the 76 timeline? Either way, it's a huge deal. What hasn't been public, however, is the release date. At the preview event I attended, we were told the launch is December 17th. And what else is December 17th? The global release of Fallout Season 2. This is not a coincidence. This is the new, fully aligned Fallout IP in action. The game supports the show. The show supports the game. This is the Star Wars model. This is the Disneyfication of Fallout, for better or worse, and it's happening right now. Expect Fallout Day to feature the official, bombastic release date trailer for Burning Springs, driving all that Season 2 hype directly into Fallout 76. This is backed by the PR strategy itself. They actually flew influencers and journalists out for this 76 event. That is the first time they have done that for Fallout since the original disastrous launch of 76 back in 2018. For years, Bethesda hid this game. They were embarrassed by it. Now they're treating it like a premium frontline title, putting real money behind it. This is a 180-degree turn in strategy and signals long-term premium support. So with all this game-centric news, what about the show itself? A new Season 2 trailer? I would say it's highly unlikely. Prime Video and Bethesda, while collaborative, are very separate corporate entities with their own marketing schedules, budgets, and PR teams. This is a Bethesda event, not a Prime Video one. However, the announcement did mention upcoming fan events. events. The biggest one on the calendar is the fan celebration in Goodsprings, also known as New Vegas Day, in November. We know Season 2 is heading to Vegas. We also know some of the show's actors will be at that fan event in the real-world Goodsprings. This is the perfect marketing setup. Can you imagine the pop from that crowd if a trailer set in New Vegas debuts at New Vegas Day? It's the ultimate fan service. It's highly likely that Fallout Day won't show a trailer.